Yo, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Jack right here, back with another G.I. Joe Classified series. My last Classified series for a wee bit. Till I decide to buy another one. Whenever that's going to be. This one's special because he's a double figure. Calling him a double figure because he's also a wrestler. And that is G.I. Joe Classified series, Sgt Slaughter. If you don't know, back when the G.I. Joe's TV series was popular, Sgt Slaughter was also very popular in wrestling. So, I don't remember how the story went, but yeah, he ended up being on the G.I. Joe cartoon as a character. So, I guess recently they decided to approach Sgt Slaughter about being a toy again. And this thing's awesome. I love this thing. First of all, it's a solid figure. When I say solid figure, I mean, I've had no complaints with his standing or anything. You know, Lady J and Storm Shadow give me a little bit of trouble standing. Sarge is not giving me any trouble. So, this is a very happy figure. Like, I might just stick this guy in, you know, without his accessories, obviously. Well, some of his accessories I will, which are ones I will point out, I will still use. Like his hat, his sunglasses, his whistle, which is around his neck. Those could be used for his wrestling persona as well. But some of the other things, like his AK-47 that he comes with, I would not have that out if I had him with my wrestlers. Which is probably where I will put him. Because he's a big boy, and he's awesome. Alright, so, here you go. So, yeah. First of all, really cool box. Now, this is a packaging. And if this is how G.I. Joe is going to do the packaging, I'm kind of cool with it. Okay, so you got a picture of Sarge here. You know, some pictures here. And, of course, it says G.I. Joe Classified Series. It says Sgt Slaughter. Picture, I'm assuming that's a figure right there. And then, of course, on the side, you got a silhouette side picture of him. And then on the other side, that stuff, again, I don't know what it means. Like, literally, somebody who knows G.I. Joe, please tell me, so I don't feel so stupid. Alright, and on the back here, we've got, again, that stuff I don't know what it means, again. Picture of the figure with the accessories and how tall he is. He is 6.75. So he is taller than your average Lightning Collection figure, which is 6 inches. And I'm grabbing a figure for size comparison here in a minute. Just for size comparison purposes here. Which is kind of cool. Which I think that is actually accurate to his wrestling height, actually. But, okay, so let's get this out of the way. Now, this is the really cool part. I actually wanted to, point this out. Normally, I wouldn't. But all of his accessories are in this little, well, it looks like what's called a foot locker. Which, if you don't know what a foot locker is, I'm going to tell you. Which is a foot locker is something the military have at the end of their bunks to put all their crap in. Their gear. Their guns, their gear, okay? So this actually makes sense. And it's got a number 53 on it. I'm assuming that means it's the 53rd figure. It's blue, very blue. It's G.I. Joe. It says Sgt Slaughter on the front. If you guys can't quite read that. Yeah, there we go. It's actually kind of cool. It's got all of his accessories in it. Well, except for the ones I have on him. Okay, so I'll show you what's in it. They came wrapped in tissue paper. I just took the tissue paper out. I was like, I don't really need it. But okay, so he's got his own minifig of himself that looks more like the old school style. Which is kind of cool. So it's a figure with a figure. The Matt Cardona and Brian Myers Super 7s I have a similar kind of thing. Which I have not reviewed those yet either. I need to do that. He's got multiple hands here. Which makes sense. Makes total sense. Which is really cool that he came with like multiple hands. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a special edition figure or not, but either way, I'm happy to have him, because it's Sgt Slaughter. As I said, he's probably going to hang out I might have him hang out on my desk for a little while. My dresser for a little while. Just because he is such a cool figure. And then, of course, his AK-47. Really cool. Alright, let's get this guy out of the way here. So that's a lot of accessories, but that's not all of his accessories. He also comes with a little cane, which could be used for his little baton cane thing here, which I will take away from him. Which could be used also for wrestling, because I think he did, at one point, carry a baton with him to the ring. Yeah, when he was doing the... Sorry, this is me going into wrestler fan mode here. When he was anti-America for a little while, he did carry a cane similar to this, so technically it would classify. Now this is attention to detail, okay? First of all, he's got his whistle, which is really cool, which I can take off him, which I will in a second, but I want to talk about his hat here. Of course, he's got his sunglasses, which, yo Joe, but he's got to have his sunglasses. If he's Sgt Slaughter, he's got to have his sunglasses, which are really nicely detailed. I mean, not that they really take a whole lot of details to do his sunglasses, but still. But he's got his hat. I want to talk about his hat for a second. But let me take his whistle off real quick so we can talk about that for a quick second. There's his whistle. I mean, they just no really a whole lot of detail. Now with his hat here, show you, it does not go on completely straight. You know, it's not completely straight across, if you see that. Which is actually accurate to how he wears his hat when he's wrestling. His hat is not completely straight. It's kind of cockeyed a little. So that's a good attention to detail. So way to go, Hasbro, for that. Alright, before I go over his articulation, let's bring in a Lightning Collection figure here real quick. See how he is? I got Zach here. See how he is slightly taller? Yeah, he is slightly taller. And Zach's a normal Lightning Collection size. He's slightly taller than him. So that's kind of cool. Because Sarge was not a short guy by any means of the word. Alright, let's go over his accessories, his articulation real quick. It's got a slight butterfly joint, but not as good as, like, the Lightning Collection figures do. It's not nearly as big. Ah, he lost his hat, but that's okay. His arm can go 360. It can go up. It can go down. It's got the classic double... double elbow. It does look like it has pins, though. At least in the arm. Which I think is kind of funny that they put pins in his arms, but yet not in his... Yeah, there's no pins in his knees or ankle, but yet there's a pin in his arms. That's odd, but okay. You know, he's got his pointing finger. Yo, Joe. Yo, Joe. Alright, he's got an ab crunch. And it looks like he's got a six-pack, too. He's got a waist swivel. His leg can go up. It can go back. It's got a double knee. And it does have a nice double knee in it, too. Which is classic for most Hasbro figures. Because Lightning Collection also has that double knee. And, of course, bend at the ankle. But his details are incredible. I mean, look at the toys on this guy. I mean, he looks incredible. I mean, oh my gosh, this figure's amazing. Like, you know, because we have our QC issues with my Power Ranger stuff. But so far with G.I. Joe stuff, I haven't seen no QC issues. So I don't know whether it's just the Power Ranger people are just so new or what. But if we can get this level of attention to detail in the Lightning Collection, oh my gosh. Like, yo, Joe. Don't know what's with that. It's got a hole in his back. Probably so he can put, like, accessories on his back, but he doesn't have any accessories. They probably just do that with all G.I. Joe figures, I would assume. But yeah, overall, I would definitely say if you're a wrestling fan and you're looking to buy a Sgt. Slaughter figure, here we go. Here's a perfectly good Sgt. Slaughter figure. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, definitely got to pick this guy up because he is part of the lore. I don't remember exactly the story for it, but yeah, such a cool thing. And the little minifig of Sgt. Slaughter is awesome. But yeah, definitely a figure I definitely say you should definitely pick up, people. Definitely. I mean, this is an incredible figure. I mean, so far, all the figures I've gotten for G.I. Joe have been really cool. Now it's just everything else. I just wish. So, if this is what Hasbro can produce on one of their main lines they've had for years, let's see down the line what the Lightning Collection ends up doing. I mean, just saying. Alright, I'm going to hop on out of here. Yo, Joe, and I'll catch you all next time.